So we're just doing a little experiment here to see if anybody pops in here, just for the fun of it, since got nothing to do but watch TV and listen to music and listen to the wind. Hmm. Oh, so anybody that's popping in here, I see two people in here. I just thought I'd go live here just because it's crazy outside. I think the wind's going to try and destroy everything in this area. If you're, hey, Jordan, I really didn't think anybody'd even pop in here, but if you're on, go ahead and say hi. Oh, got three people in here. Yeah, we're riding out some pretty intense winds right now. It's averaging about 25 to 30, but we've seen gust a little bit higher than that. It's supposed to gust up to 50 to 60 miles an hour tonight. A blizzard in South Dakota. Well, I think this is probably a little better. I've been in a few of those in Colorado. Taylor, where are you? Hey, Kitty, you want to be on live stream too? That's Moxie. We've got five kitties with us. We got five people in the live stream with us right now.
I heard that.
In Havasu, yeah, I bet you're just up the road from us a ways. So, Bakersfield, California. Okay. Home of Merle Haggard. And who else? Buck Owens. I was a country fan, so I like all music. Just happened to grew up with a lot of Buck Owens and Merle Haggard stuff. Sitting here in my robe because, we're about ready to go to bed if we can sleep with this wind. We got eight people in the room. Wow. I didn't think anything would happen, or I might have dressed up a little bit more. So, uh, living in a trailer a few years ago, yeah, it can be it can be tough, crowded. We got a pretty spacious RV here at least, but it can still get a bit crowded, and the wind and everything sounds 10 times worse. Yeah, I'm in my PJs too, so we all should be. Oh, let's see. Anybody out here in Quartzsite by chance? We've been out here. If you've been following any of my videos, we've been out here since about October, and we'll stick it out till the end of April, and then probably going to head down to Yuma, um, and hang out there for a while because I'm waiting on more dental work. Wow, we got 11 people in here. Cool. I honestly thought I'll throw this up just suddenly and probably won't get two or three viewers in here, but I guess you guys found me. Yeah, I tell you, mostly it's nice snowbirding. It's the 2 days ago it was 74 out here and hardly any wind. Really nice. Ah, we got one in LTVA North, so you're riding it out too. What are you in over there in the north side? RV? Hopefully not a tent. I feel bad for the people in a tent out here. We've got a shower tent out here, and I'm not sure it's going to make it through the night. And I've got double anchors on it. I got two ropes on each corner. It tore one of the corners loose the other day. I got some what I'll call quartzite anchors. That's the big ass rocks. I put a bunch of them in there in case it rips everything loose. Maybe it'll still stick around. We've got our solar panels sitting outside, tilted on the ground. I staked them down double with stakes and stones. And um, what's there to do for entertainment in Quartzsite? I want to do a video about that because um, honestly, when we came here for the warmth and, you know, to get away from the snow and all that. And I figured I'd be bored here. Hey, my wind stuff. I see you're riding out the wind. Definitely not a good night for kites. Um, yeah, anyway, I really thought I would be kind of bored here. And I was, I've got another YouTube channel called That Kilted Guy DIY Home Improvement, where I've got 250,000 subscribers, and I planned on writing some ebooks, which I've accomplished one about drywall and home improvement. And I just thought I'd have all this time to finish these courses and um, all that good stuff. No, I've been so busy. Um, there's quite a bit to do in this town, especially around the RV show time. There's a lot of interesting things to see. I'm kind of surprised how much there's like a metal detecting club. If you want to go do that, they have hunts, regular hunts, and I guess they have quite a few of them. Um, they have, let's see, a RC car and a plane club. One of the members out here, he goes out and flies his planes all the time. There's museums I haven't got to see. There's a military museum I haven't got to see. Sometime you just drive around and see the interesting stuff in town. There's some pretty good restaurants, surprisingly. There's a pizza place we think has great pizza. It's called Silly Owls. Um, there's a little one called X3 times 3, I think it is, and we like it. It's more of a homespun atmosphere, but they have really good food. Oh, let's say, of course, during the RV show, there's a bunch happening there with the whole show and the tent thing. But I am going to try and do a video about that. Like, yeah, Kurt and Kendra have the My Win stuff that you can see. They're commenting in here, and they got some cool stuff down there too. We like to go by there and see the cool. They got all these streamers, and I like going by and seeing when they fly their big stuff out in the field. They've had giant kitty cats flying out there, the biggest tube sock thing I've ever seen. Some pretty cool stuff, but they just got a lot of interesting stuff. Oh, let's see. What else is there? They caught me on the spot here. What's there to do in Quartzsite?
Oh, there's all kinds of stuff. Gem and Mineral Club.
Yeah, there's my wife signed up for some classes. She goes and does this wire tying, wire wrapping, and makes all these cool jewelry. There's a lot of classes in town, a lot of things geared towards retirees and that. And then we're out here in the Magic Circle. And for those that don't know, the Magic Circle is a clothing optional area. And one thing we like about it is they have a giant tent out here. And by the way, clothing optional just means exactly that. It's optional. The BLM has designated about 540 acres out here where it's officially legal to be without clothes. And that's all it is. It doesn't mean anything weird's going on. It's just people that sometimes enjoy getting an all over tan. Well, we have a tent down here, and that tent has kept us so busy because they have just ordinary activities like bingo and potluck and karaoke, and honestly, 3/4 of the time people are wearing clothes because it's the winter time. At nighttime it's cold. They've got heaters in there, but um, there's just lots of activities. There's guitar classes in there. There's they went for a trail ride on a group today. We were sick, so we didn't there we go. We didn't get to go on that one. We both have a cold right now. um Boy, just, you know, getting out and feeling the sun in the middle of January, that's something I'm not used to since we're from Colorado. So there's quite a bit happening. And like my wind stuff posted, they got this Quartzsite glow hot air balloon coming up this weekend, and hopefully the wind participates, because I don't think hot air balloons would like this kind of wind. But far as I know, it's supposed to calm down in a couple days, so we should be okay. We're going to try and make it out there for that too. Um, Boy, it's moving somebody's wheel chocks. Yeah, it's tossing us around pretty good. And the Blythe intaglios and glyphs, no, I think I heard of that, but I haven't been there. We've honestly just been so busy trying to run two channels, put all these videos out, um, and we've gotten busy with a group here. We like to go to the dances and just a lot of fun stuff. So between that and resting, trying to not, go 100 miles an hour. Oh, let's see. F-22s might shoot your balloon down. I kind of doubt it. I don't think they're going to go that high. So I'm trying to read some of the messages here. If you see me looking off to the side there, they're out here in Quartzsite. Another thing is, even if you're not here in the magic circle, there's what you want to do is join some groups. There's a lot of Quartzsite chatter, what to do, all these Facebook groups, and a lot of people will join those. Sometime you'll hook up with a group like, say, we're in a grand design. Sometime there's a grand design group that'll come out to these places and meet up. And I've got video of one group where they actually formed like a wagon circle, and it was a bunch of Class A's mostly. So apparently that's some group that travel around and meet up in Class A's. So you find these groups, and with thousands of RVs out here, you're bound to find a group to fit into. And if not, there's just kind of public groups out here where they'll hold get togethers, bonfires. That's a fun thing to do. I mean, we have a in our group out here, we'll sometimes have a bonfire where there'll be like 30 of us around the fire, and it's just fun times talking, sharing, stories, having a few drinks. But honestly, people keep it pretty mellow. We don't see any crazy drunkenness. We're all over 50 mostly out here, and we've had our drunken days, I suppose, in the past. Um, Yeah, if you're Spencer's channel, if you're in La Posa South, you're just down the road from me because I'm just right up the road here in the Magic Circle. The golf cart around the LTVA, I would imagine there'd be no problem. Everybody rides electric bikes, the side by sides, the four wheelers, motorcycles, just about everything else out here. I think the only thing I haven't seen is a pogo stick. But no, I don't know that there's any rule against it. If anybody knows, comment down below. But I would say I would hesitate to do it unless you got four-wheel drive tires on it, because the rocks out here are pretty bad, even on the roads. I've lost one tire out here. One of my tires, basically right in the middle of the tread, got a little bulge in it, and it was leaking air, and I figured out I probably ran over a sharp rock. I did go kind of off-roading a little bit, and my tires are probably 4 years old too. That doesn't help. They're probably a little weather checked. So that's another thing I'm going to do a video about is the roads are so rough on things out here, and you got a long ways to go a lot of times. I'm going to suggest that people avoid the Blue Boy tug, where everybody, you have to empty your black tanks and gray tanks. And I see so many people hook them up behind their vehicle and take off. And I've already heard of numerous stories of them breaking, leaking. I've seen them in the dumpsters. Somebody posted the other day that somebody had lost one. It was just sitting in the middle of the road. They didn't even know they'd lost it. And they kind of commented, well, they'll surely be back soon looking for it. It's the roads out here are just too rough on pulling them little blue boys. So what a lot of people do is they resort to a little trailer, put it on that. One person I saw took a moving dolly, strapped it to that. Those wheels are tougher. Another good way is to get a macerator pump and a hose, and you can just hook that up. We've got one of those in case we needed it. You hook that up to your outlet on your black tanks and pump it right to wherever in the bed of your vehicle. Or if you got a hitch mounted carrier, you put it in that. Then you can drive it there at normal speed. It's going to survive, a lot easier on the equipment. But what we chose to do, because we're so busy, we pay a septic tank pumping service to come out. Costs $55 every 2 weeks, but they come out and in 5-10 minutes it's done. I did it one time and I spent about an hour and a half and didn't even get it all done because we have a 38-gallon tank, Blue Boy tank, a big one, and it's still with all. I think our black tank is like 54 gallons. Our gray tanks, we got three of them. It just too much. We'd have to make about 3 trips. It just wasn't worth it to me. So, um, yeah, we would like to go do some mineral hunting, gem and mineral hunting. Just haven't had time, but hopefully we can find some before we get out of the area. Our group today went out, like I said, on a trail ride, and um, they did do a little bit of that, but they went up to some old abandoned mine or something like that. I saw some pictures. Looked like it'd be a fun ride, but we'll try and catch them next time. Oh, let's see. I've also spent a lot of time, and this is something you'll probably do if you come out here and you haven't been here before, is you're going to spend a lot of time figuring out how to survive with the least amount of hassle, because getting your waste, out of here and to the dumping station, well, a lot of times there's only 2 lanes there right now, and sometimes they're backed up 10, 15 RVs, and you could sit there for quite a while. The water station to get fresh water, you can sit there for a while too. Not terrible, but speaking of that, they have started the new 8-lane dumping stations over at, I think it's called Tyson. I get these names confused sometimes, but Tyson Wash or no, wait, the one right straight across from here. If somebody can tell me that one again. There's Tyson North, I think Tyson West, and Tyson Wash, I believe. But anyway, they do have the heavy equipment out there. They have started on that, so they will be opening up 8 lanes, is what I hear. And the ones here, I hear back and forth that yes, they're going to close it. No, they're not going to. I suspect they will, because I've heard the septic system is just overrun. It's outdated. It needs to be shut down, but who knows? Tyson Wash. Okay. Thank you, Norm. And so let's see. And the other, like I say, the other thing we deal with a lot is you're going to be chasing a lot of gas for your generator. Generator can only run till 10 p.m. And speaking of that, it's about time for us to go shut ours off. I can continue broadcasting because I'm using an EcoFlow battery sitting over here, and we installed a lithium battery. Although in this wind, I don't think anybody's going to hear ours. It's really quiet. But we installed a 200 amp hour lithium battery because the first week or two we were here, we started running out of battery, which meant we ran out of heater about 3 and 4 a.m. And we just determined our dealer put way too small of a battery on it. A it wasn't even really a deep cycle battery, not the good kind. So that helped a lot. But with me doing this YouTubing stuff and live streaming and satellite, we got the satellite dish going here, and I have a full size desktop computer down here. It draws more energy because my vision is not so great. I'm blind in one eye essentially, and it's hard for me to see a laptop. So I need this little bit bigger screen. So I just brought the whole big thing here, and I built my own desk right here that we're working off of, and it weighs a whole 12 pounds. It's made out of foam, but it looks like stone. It's a mess, but I'll give you a peek at it here. You can see this, it kind of looks like a stone finish. That's an epoxy. And I made that so that I'd have a nice big work area and it reduced weight in our RV. So we're doing that all the time. We started putting in a bunch of solar since I've been here. We bought this RV and it came with one 370-watt solar panel on the roof, and we decided to upgrade that so that it can charge the batteries without running a generator all the time. and we put in 6 on the ground out here, and I think they're going to survive. One of them blew over within 2 days of putting it up, but I got these 180-watt panels for $20 a piece, and I'm going to do some more videos about that. I'm an affiliate for Santan Solar, so if you need that, I'm going to try and put links in all my video descriptions how you can go there and get solar panels really cheap. It's Santan is just over by Phoenix, basically, not too far away, but we are up to somewhere around 1,500 watts of solar, so it easily charges our one battery every day. We're working on getting a sponsorship for a second battery. We're working with Discover Blue lithium batteries. That's the one we bought. Hopefully, we can get that completed before we get out of here. And then we should have enough solar to charge all that up. So you're always chasing electricity, gasoline, propane, and so on. Um, it's been getting pretty cold out here at night, sometime as low as 34 degrees. We've had hard freeze warnings even, but I haven't seen it hard freeze. So when it gets that cold and the wind's blowing, you're gonna suck through some propane even if you turn down the heat. But since we have 5 kitties, another one sitting right here. He wants to say hi. Hi, Sketch. He's looking right at you guys. Maybe he was licking his chops because you look tasty. And of course, you see the other one there. We got 3 more in here. So we have a little bit different situation with 5 cats and a YouTube business. And right back over there, you see my wife's sewing machine. She had an alterations business for years. She still does a little bit of alterations work out here. If anybody needs something, she's pretty good at it, and she can get it done really quick. So hit me up on my email, I guess, if you wanted to see about that if you're out here. We have done a little bit for several people out here, mostly for like the parties, people trying to put together a costume, or because we have a lot of theme costumes, it makes it more fun. We've had leather and lace and glow parties, kind of rave parties where we did body painting and glowing, and anything that glows. Like one person showed up in a yellow dress, for example, that just glowed really well. It's like neon yellow. So those are fun too. We have a great sound system out here. I would fathom that some of you out here in La Posa South have heard our sound system because it's pretty much professional grade DJ stuff. Oh, let's see. We're looking at some more of the notes here. Okay. So anyway, I'm glad to see everybody here. I guess we got nothing better to do this evening anyway. Like I said, we just finished watching a couple hours of TV, and that starts getting old. So I thought I'd fire up the computer and see if anybody wanted to chat. And lo and behold, we had as many as 20 on here. So I have, like I say, on my other channel, I've got 250,000 subscribers, and the most I think I've had at one time is about 50 or 60 in live stream. So this is pretty good. Awesome. Now, if you see me talking a little bit funny, I'm favoring this side of my mouth because one of the things you do here in Quartzsite is you go to Mexico and get dental work done. It's really popular. These glasses came from Mexico. Actually, oh, wrong ones. I have to wear 2 pairs. I have computer glasses, and these are my regular daily glasses. These are the Verilux. Let's see, they're the ones that tint in the sun. They have the progressive lenses. It's pretty much, top of the line lenses. I got those glasses done complete in my hand from the exam point and everything in 3 hours, really fast. And it was $210. They work better than any glasses I've had in quite a while. That doctor, this young gal at Castle Optical, I'll do a video about that. I'll try to. She, I don't know what she did, but she was able to bring my left eye, which semi-blind into slight focus. And the reason it's semi-blind is about 10 years ago, I got LASIK, and I did. You get one eye that sees far and the other one sees. Worked really well until I got a wrinkle on my retina on my close-up eye. That made that eye pretty much not see anything clear, not far, not close, and no amount of correction will fix that. So the main reason I have to wear these daily glasses is this gives me the close-up vision in my right eye and the far vision. So it's easier to just wear these all the time rather than carrying around readers everywhere. And so anyway, I got that done there just recently, and she corrected my vision better than I've had in years. And I've had about 3 pairs of glasses that all sucked in that eye. So it's not great, but it's better. So, and then dental, I've been there several times. I went there about 4 years ago and a bunch of work done because apparently my teeth have decided it's time to fall apart. My dentist back in the States in Colorado said that it happens a lot when you start getting older. He said I probably have dry mouth and that will cause your teeth to just kind of fall apart more. So I went there and got a bunch of work done there. Well, their dental bill was going to be $8,000. I flew to Phoenix, rented a rental car, stayed in, flew back, got more done than I was going to do in the States, and the whole thing cost $3,000. So it saved a ton, and they're still going strong today. Some of my front teeth are from 4 years ago. Now, this time I had bad problems when we got here, and it forced me to go there before I was ready. So I had 3 extracted from over here, and let's see, they did 3 extractions and they put in titanium inserts. You have to let those grow for a while, for like 4 months, and then you come back and you get the actual full insert with the teeth. And in 2 hours, they did the exam, the extractions, the titanium inserts, and they made me a temporary, which I don't have in right now because I wasn't expecting to be doing all this talking, but um, they had that all done in 2 hours, the temporary and everything. So it looks like I have teeth and I can chew with them and everything. All that in 2 hours. All total, it's going to run me about $2,700 for everything when it's all said and done. And these doctors, these dentist offices are spotless. They're very high end. They've got like white terrazzo tile on the floor, just, and they speak really good English. There's usually a number of them in there that speak fluent English. So if you're thinking about doing it, I highly recommend it. And the name of the clinic I go to is called Guadalajara Dental Clinic. If you go in there, tell them that Kilted guy YouTube channel sent you, and maybe they'll know who I was. But they're pretty easy to find too, and there's hundreds. There's something like 375 dentists in that one tiny little town in an area of like 3 blocks. It's just nothing but dentists and opticians, liquor stores, and pharmacies. So we did bring back a little bit of liquor because it's cheaper, and we also bought some of our pharmaceuticals. Like we bought guaifenesin. If any of you are familiar with that, it's like Mucinex. We got I think a couple hundred pills for like $8. I mean, really, really cheap. So you can get most anything except some of the hardcore prescriptions. Like I take one for my peripheral neuropathy called Lyrica. I asked them about that, just curious, and they said, no, you can't take that one across the border legally. The last time we were there, the border was a bit rough to get across. It took us almost 3 hours. Usually it's not that bad. I don't know what it was about that day. That's the worst I've ever seen it. We usually walk across. You can go to right on the border and park in a big giant parking lot owned by an Indian group out there. I think it's Cation uh, tribe. Anyway, they own that land right next to the border, and they let you park for like $6 a day, and you just walk across, and in minutes you're in Mexico. There's no restrictions to get in. You just walk in. Nobody really checks you out. They might look at you, but they don't check. Now to get back in, you got to make sure you have your passport, and you will go through the customs on the American side, but they generally just ask you what you're bringing back with you, and you declare it and go on through. It's pretty easy. It's really safe over there. If you're wondering, they make sure. I mean, they make a lot of money off of us, so they make sure there's a very safe environment. I've never felt anything but safe and friendly over there. We've also picked up some cool, you know, Mexican pottery and cool T-shirts and stuff like that. They got a lot of street vendors. They will bug you to death. Every 3 steps, you're going to have to say no, thank you, but they're used to it. And if you do buy anything over there, expect to negotiate about 50% off of what they quote you, maybe more. Don't pay what they quote you because they expect, except the dentist in that, you're going to pay what they quote. Anybody got any other questions for me? Because if not, I may wrap this up since we've been on here for 31 minutes and 17 seconds. And this is my other channel on my hat. I just realized I was wearing this. So if you got any need for learning home improvement, I'm really good at teaching. I gain like 5 or 6 thousand subscribers a month over there. And if you're anywhere, um, let me back up a little bit. You just go look for that Kilted guy on YouTube. You'll find my channels. And if you want one of our stickers, the Route 66 looking sticker, stop by the My Win Stuff vendors there on 95 in Maine, and they've got our stickers there for handout. Just tell them you're looking for a sticker, and they'll hand you one. My glasses were $215, and I went to Castle Optical, which there's a famous food vendor there in town called Lupita's Tacos. They're really famous for their fish tacos and their shrimp tacos. We had their shrimp tacos, and they were to die for. They were yummy. We had them 2 days in a row because they were just that good. Right in that same area is Castle Optical, and it's pretty easy to find. All of this that I go to Guadalajara and all that, you walk in to Mexico, you basically, I'm sure you can find it on your own, but I'm just going to give you the generalized directions. You walk in, you go to the first intersection, you turn right, go half a block. There's a big yellow plaza. The building's painted yellow. In the plaza, it's painted yellow. That's Guadalajara. And in there, you can also get beauty services. Like when we were just there, my wife and I got a pedicure. We got a straight razor shave and a haircut. And with tips and everything, it was less than $50. Really fair prices, and they did a great job. So there's a lot of other stuff in there like that. Just right down from them was the Lupita's fish taco place, and in that little plaza is Castle Optical. Yeah, and like I say, for the 3 hour turnaround and everything, I got everything on these glasses except the anti-glare coating, because that would take an extra 8 days, and they would have mailed it to me, but it was also an extra $80, and I just didn't feel like I needed it. So I got everything on that except that. They're the thinner lenses, a nice frame, just everything for $210. Yeah, you can just get some great prices down there. You got to be careful because if you don't negotiate, you can pay more than here in the U.S. because they start a little bit high. But anyway, I think I'm gonna let you all get some rest, and us too, and we got to go shut that generator off anyway. So thanks for stopping in, everybody. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't yet, be sure and subscribe, because I am going to keep putting out a lot of videos on here. A lot of them I'm going to do to try and help you guys. I'm really good at fixing things and improving things. So I'm going to do a lot of videos on how to improve your RV, make it more efficient. Like one thing is right there, that pantry is really dark. I'm going to put LED strip lights in it with a door activated switch. So every time we open the door, the lights come on and we'll be able to see what's in there because it's terribly dark after that first shelf. A lot more ideas like that. So be sure and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys all on that next video. Thanks a lot for stopping in and sharing this crazy night with us. Good night, everybody.